Okay, it's time to make ourselves some digital versions of ourselves. We're going to do a digital market report today. We're going to use Tara, my wife, who usually does our digital market report. We're going to make a completely digital AI driven market report that she doesn't have to film herself. And in fact, we can just take the stats that come in and turn them into a script, and from there turn that into something else. If you're new here, my name is Tom Lyons and I love doing things with AI. In fact, I love doing things with lots of technology. I'm also the founder of realmarkai.com. If you haven't checked it out and you're a real estate agent, go check it out. It is a free tool available to you that has all sorts of AI driven stuff. So go check it out. It's absolutely free, built from me for you. So go enjoy it, please. Let's get back to the content here. We are starting with this script. So you can see I've had our administrator pull the data for her recent market stats for last month. So you can see I've pulled June 2024, so previous year. I pulled May, previous month, and I pulled June. We're in July right now, so we don't have market stats for this month yet. We have to wait for it to end. And it's pulled our main areas, Belleville, Quinte West, and Prince Edward County. I am going to take all of that and I am just going to copy it, and we are going to dump it into ChatGPT here. And I have done this a little ahead of time to speed up our process, so you can see it is pasted this in, and then I hit enter, and you can see we've got a nice script here. And the problem with a script like this is it's a little more difficult to just take this and dump it into 11 Labs where we need to move it. Let's talk about tools before we get too far on. We're going to be using ChatGPT today. We're going to be using HeyGen as a tool today, and we're going to be using 11 Labs as a tool today. And that will be about it for putting our digital avatar together. Final editing for some stuff will be done in DaVinci Resolve, but you can use whatever tool you want. You can toss the video into CapCut or whatever you'd like once we've generated it from HeyGen. I'll leave that portion to you, and then I'll show you the end result of what we built when we were completely done. You can have it change. You can see here, after I get a little farther in, I don't need all of this. So I go, can you make it 11 Labs friendly version by section? So now it's giving me each section that I can easily cut and paste. And so that's what we're going to do. We've got a intro here, copy, and we're going to go to 11 Labs. And if you haven't cloned your voice yet, go and clone it. I already have Tara's voice, which is right here, and I have my voice as well. It's really easy to do. You can upload a video of yourself talking. You can record some audio and upload it so that it has something to copy for you, and then away you go. And then you have a choice of the tools that you want to use. We're going to use text to speech to create this, and you can see I'm using Tara's voice. So I'm going to paste in our intro here. Obviously, we don't want your name, so we're going to change this to, hey, it's Tara Lyons with Team Tara Lyons. Here's your, and we're going to change this to just Team Lyons. Here's your real estate market update for June 2025. And in fact, we're going to say it's July 2025 because that's when we're delivering it, even though it's the June month. We're breaking down what's happening in Belleville, Quinte West, Prince Edward County, and what it means for you. Let's dive in. And we have some options over here. We have the new 11 V3 Alpha, and we have the older version, which is the multilingual V2, which is really good. And then you have 11 Labs Flash, which is 50% cheaper, but it's a little plain. Generate speech. It only takes a second to create it, which I think is absolutely amazing. To answer anybody's question here, yes, I have paid plans for each of these, but the amount of time that they save us is tremendous. So it's well worth it for us. So it gives me
Hey,
two
it's Tara
generations.
Lyons with Team Lyons. Here's your real estate market update for July 2020.
So perfect. I love that already. So we're just going to take that one and we're going to download it. I'm not even going to listen to the second version. And so from here, with this coming in, going to be in my downloads, I want to rename these so that I know what they are. This is the intro. And then we're going to grab our next section from ChatGPT. And this is all we're going to do. We're going to go through each one of these. We're going to grab, just going to paste. Now, some people would take the whole thing, but what I find personally, and in fact, it's getting a lot better, but what I find personally is that if I do it by section, then it's a lot easier to redo a section if I need to. If I do the whole thing, it's much harder to fix a section that you might need to fix. Okay, I like that how that sounds too. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got a good match with Tara's cadence and with her voice, and if it will be close enough to be able to pass when people are listening to it. And it is. You'll also note that when I got it from ChatGPT, it wrote out the full number, which is way better. If you don't write out the phone number or the full dollar amount number in words, it tends to run into problems. So it's better to write them out. But by asking ChatGPT to make it 11 Labs friendly, it does this for me already. The time we've spent so far, I would have been just still setting up my camera, let alone finding time that both Tara and I can be available for this photo shoot, making sure the background's there, checking hair, that sort of idea. So we're way ahead of the game so far. And the last section here, let's grab it, copy, and when we paste this in, we're going to change it because it's called action paste. And so we want to make sure if you're thinking of buying or just curious about your home style, reach out to Team Lions. We're here to help you make smart, confident moves. Visit us anytime at. We want it to say it out loud. Remember, this is we don't need this to look correct. We need it to sound correct. So it's going to say terralions.ca. We could come up with a stronger CTA, but we're not going to do that right now. That's it for this month's update. We'll see you in the next one. So let's copy that in, or that's already copied in. Let's generate that speech. So now we have all our audio clips. So we need to move over to HeyGen. So let's move here. Welcome back. Sign in with Google. And so you have lots of choices. You can choose an avatar already, but we want to actually do one of Tara. So what I've done is I've uploaded a video of Tara talking, this one here, and one of myself talking. And it now replicates this. Ideally, what we'll do in the future is we'll get multiple videos of Tara in different clothes, so that I can choose a different avatar each time. I think I need about 4 of them. So if you're doing this, maybe take the time right now, like when you're going to do this, and film yourself with a different shirt. You can use the same background if that's your office, that's fine. Right? But do at least with a different shirt or blouse on, and then record yourself. And you can record yourself saying the exact same thing if that's what you want to do. That's fine. Just make sure you get some hand motions in that you like to do, that sort of idea, and then you'll have multiple avatars you can pick from. But right now I have one avatar with one look, so this is the one we're going to choose. It's hyper realistic. You can add new looks, and it will take like this and it will try and replicate, but I found that the look it's not quite the same person. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't work the way that you want it to work. Okay, so we're not doing anything here. So we are going to create a new portrait one this time. So you can see we can get her centered in to position. And then what we need to do is we need to add in our script. And so from here, we keep adding audio in. So this one we're going to remove and delete this script. We're going to upload, a little too clicky, there we go. We're going to upload a new WAV file. It's up at the top there. So let's go to downloads. And we're going to do these in order. So we're going to do our intro. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to upload another one. And this one is going to be Belleville intro. We're going to do Belleville next. And then we're going to add in Quinny West. And then we're going to keep going. Okay, we're going to add in Prince Edward County. And then we're going to add in summary. And then we're going to add in, last but not least, our CTA, our call to action. So there we go. We've got an entire script ready to go. We are going to submit that. We're going to call this July Market Report 2025. I'm going to call it number 2 because we did one earlier here. We're just doing the tutorial for you. There we go. Location's going to be in my videos. We're going to do 1080p. We're going to do 30 frames per second. And we want an MP4 when it comes out. And submit. So I'm going to pause while it's working on this. And then as soon as it's done, we'll keep working with the project. Okay, so we're done, which is perfect. Let's go take a look at what we got.
Hey, it's Tara Lyons with Team Lyons. Here's your real estate market update for July 2025. We're breaking down what's happening in Belleville, Quinny West, and Prince Edward County and what it means for you. Let's dive in. Starting in Belleville.
Okay, so I like this. So I've got the digital avatar, and she's saying everything else. All that's left now for me to do is to take this into my favorite editing tool, I can just download it as 1080p, and now I can put it into CapCut, I can put it into Opus Clip, put it into DaVinci Resolve, and make all sorts of fun titles. And so I'm not going to show you that part because every tool is different. Everybody likes to do something different. What I wanted to do is get you to this point here today, and then let's go take a look what our final version looked like. And I won't show you all of it, but I'll show you most of it. Okay, so here we are on our channel. We'll go over to content. I'll go to my shorts. Sorry, actually, we did this one as a long, not as a short. So this is the video here. So there you go. That is how you put together a digital avatar. How you want to edit it after the fact is up to you. But I hope you found seeing how easy it is to actually get to the point where you have a digital avatar to work with. And if you think you can always take that final version and send it off to an editor if that's what you'd like to. But in reality, you could have your admin or somebody else create your market report and you just review it to make sure that it's accurate. Anyway, hope you like this and we'll talk